Double again on Krause. Laviano one time. Virginia back within 2. And Laviano's got a hat trick. Although they give it right back. Moore stopped by Goss. What a save by the All-American. Virginia on the move. Brown unsettled. Krause one-on-one. He fires and scores. We're tied at 13. The number 13 team in the nation, once trailed by 4. Moore to Aiken. Slide comes. And now Herring. It's Krause. He scores! Virginia comes all the way back. Krause with his 5th. And UVA does it for a 3rd straight game in OT. Back at Klockner Stadium on a cool Sunday in Charlottesville. A couple fans hanging out. A 9-7 lead for Brown, the 13th ranked team in the nation in Virginia. And Darian Cook certainly giving Brown a lift. Scored his first goal of the day moments ago, Doug, and he's one of the many options on this dynamic attack.
Right, Darian Cook is part of a national trend throughout college lacrosse. Impact freshman, and he has certainly been one for Brown. Has come right in, established himself as an outstanding player. Quick dodger, fearless, comes around the goal without any concern. And again, when you can put a freshman into a key spot on your field, you know you have a player for 4 years. So Darian Cook, big part of Brown's offense, and we talked to Coach Taylor before the game. He was very excited about his play from the preseason right up till today's game.
Young man who originally committed to UMass as a sophomore. And switched over when Mike Daly took over.
And we've seen a lot of that, you know, players early commits. You know, that's something now that no longer exists because of the change in the recruiting rules, but so many players early commits, but late signers at another school.
So Brown, a 9-7 lead. Virginia just scored their first goal of the second half from Matt Moore. And a face-off win by McShay. He's on the move. McCaleb scores. Bounces it by Road. McCaleb has a hat trick.
Yeah, the second time we've seen Brown score a goal off of a pass or a drop ball. In this case, you get the through pass that comes right, and again, there's no way to defend that. It's like a long rebound in basketball. There's no way to recover for that. McCaleb just in the right spot, backing up the play. No chance for Alex Road.
And we should understate, too, the ability of McShay off that face-off to grab it and go. Certainly a play, Doug, which can be incredibly beneficial if you have a face-off guy who can also handle the ball like that.
Right, well, and it's got to be a little disheartening. Virginia finally gets that breakthrough goal after the big drought. Brown comes back and literally scores within a half a minute.
Under 5 to go now in the 3rd. Brown looking for a huge road win. They have never won in Charlottesville against Virginia, 0-3. The two have actually never played in Providence. 10 of their 13 previous meetings had been at neutral sites.
It's a series that dates back to 1969, and you know, again, Brown has always been one of the top teams, particularly, you know, in the 80s and 90s, one of the top teams.
What a shot there by George Grell, sophomore midfielder, his second of the day. The firepower on this Brown attack, Tug, on full display.
Brown is just winning the one-on-one battles. They are just beating Virginia's, you know, defense man-on-man, and in many cases beating them so quickly that Virginia doesn't even have the time to slide and help.
Grell gets his 7th and 12 last year as a freshman.
And Grell was able to get his hands free. Immediately drops the stick down, high to low.
Losala and McShay again. Still loose. And Brown gets to it.
And we got, you know, 2 good checks and then a push, so another possession for Brown.
Ecology with the aggressive defense.
Yeah, if Virginia's going to get back in the game, they've got to win faceoffs, and Brown has done a nice job both at the X and also in ground balls, wing play. Something Virginia usually is a strength of Virginia, is winning those ground balls in the scrums, and Brown is winning them.
Newsom had it deflected. Looked like Sawstead got a stick in there.
But you can see Brown's game plan now offensively is to dodge and throw the ball inside. Catch Virginia in the transition between a slide and a recovery.
McCaleb against Greco. Panapinto working on the short stick in Matt Jama. And now Oghaven finds Cook. Sputters across the goal line. Road tracks it down. And he finds his outlet man in John Fox.
And that's a scary play when your goalie's picking up ground balls, running toward the sideline with two Brown players, beating on his arms. Virginia was fortunate. Alex Road gets a tough scoop.
Virginia gets it across in time. Again, you have 20 seconds to clear with the new 80-second shot clock.
And certainly plenty of time in the game. We've got 17.5 minutes. So Virginia doesn't want to go ahead and just start taking bad shots or quick shots. They want to continue to run their offense. Obviously a challenge against Phil Goss.
Aiken scores.
That's the way you start your comeback, with a Dox Aiken outside shot. As he's moving up on the all-time scoring list for Virginia midfielders.
He's now one shy of tying Greg Trainer for 6th all-time, and it's plays like that, Doug, and you can see why.
He may be as good, if not the best, outside midfielder shooter, left-hand, right-handed in the country. And Virginia was able to score because of ball movement.
First-team All-American Dox Aiken, junior from Villanova, Pennsylvania. Brings Virginia back within 3. But Brown has seemingly had every answer in Charlottesville here today. Pike dives. Inshill picked it up. The scrum, and it finds its way to Cook. Got a step on Sawstead. Virginia unsettled. Cook weaving, stopped by Rode.
This is some ferocious ground ball play at both ends. And again, Virginia has got to win these ground balls if they're going to make a comeback, and give Brown credit for just the way they've hustled on every loose ball situation.
Laviano scoops up that ground ball, finds Aiken.
And Brown able to get to their defense and settle to get all 6 inside the box. Virginia has to wait to make their transition from defense to offense.
They've really done a good job in defensive transition today as Brown, and they've caused a lot of havoc. Another Virginia turnover. 16 now on the day, well above their season average already.
All right, and a lot of those turnovers are,
although they give it right back. Laviano, more stopped by Goss. What a save by the All-American.
That's a Sports Center player right there. He's out of the goal and is able to get back in the goal. Matt Moore with an open goal, essentially. Now what you're going to look like we're going to get a foul. Just tremendous ground ball action from both teams. Phenomenal save by Phil Goss on Matt Moore, essentially coming from outside the goal, diving in and making the big save.
Virginia just left shaking their heads with how good Phil Goss has been today. 11 saves, none better than this.
And now, in all that action, Virginia commits a foul and Brown will get a man up.
And it's Krause.
Yeah, on the trip. Right there, you can see he caught the back of the heel.
Potentially a huge moment in this game. Right now, a 3-goal lead for Brown. If they can stretch to 4, though, changes everything, especially with the man-up unit. They're 0 for 2 today with an extra man on.
Yeah, both special units and man-up, man-down have done a good job. But this, as you said, Jack, is a critical situation for Virginia's defense and for Brown to take a 4-goal lead.
Would be their largest of the day. That pass deflected to Grell, stopped by Rode.
Great catch. Still 25 seconds on the foul.
10 seconds to go. So still plenty of time. 5 seconds now left in the quarter. Cook hesitates, won't get a shot off. Brown will have some time remaining when we head to the fourth quarter. A 3-goal lead on the road for Brown on number 13, Virginia. And their offense has come to play today in Charlottesville. Luke McCaleb, Darian Cook, and then McCaleb again. Everyone getting in on the act.